Hey everyone, Jake here in the GameBench office, and today we're going to talk about something we've had a lot of questions about lately, and that is Fortnite on Android. Now, I'm a big Fortnite fan. When Epic released the game for iOS, I was really excited to try it on Android. Now that it's here, it looks like they've put some checks in place for running the game with USB debugging enabled. Now, what that means is that if you want to use GameBench or any other profiling tool to test how well your device runs the game, you're going to run into some problems. So we're here to show you how we got around the check to let you test Fortnite on Android. So first off, GameBench has two tools for recording performance data. The first of which is our Android app that runs natively on your Android device, and the second is our desktop app, and this allows you to test both iOS and Android. So for the purpose of today's video, we're going to stick with the desktop app as it's a little bit easier to get around the checks that Epic has put in place. So in the bottom left, you should see my Samsung Galaxy Note 8, and a big shout out to our friends at Samsung for sending those over for us to test. Now I've already connected this to my Mac, and what we want to do is we actually want to turn off USB debugging to start off with. So we're just going to go into the settings here. We're going to scroll down to developer options. Now if you don't have developer options enabled, you can check the link in the description down below and we'll walk you through how to turn that on. So I'm just going to open up developer options, and I'm going to go down to USB debugging and just switch that off. Now you'll be able to see up in the top left hand side of the screen the GameBench Desktop App here, and you'll notice that my device no longer shows up in the device drop down list. So now that that's turned off, what we can do is we can switch over to the Fortnite game, and from there we'll be able to launch into a battle and start recording. So as you can see, we've launched into Fortnite and we're just in the battle bus right now. So the way that Epic has put in the check for USB debugging is that they've added it just after you launch out of the battle bus. So as we've mentioned earlier, we've got USB debugging off. We're about to launch, and I'm just going to go down into Paradise Palms here. And as soon as I land safely, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch back and turn on USB debugging, which will allow me to start recording now that I've jumped out and the check is already passed. So let's come out here. I'm just going to land up top here. Brilliant. So we've landed. The check has already been done for USB debugging. I'm going to switch over to our settings pane, turn back on USB debugging, and switch back to Fortnite. As you can see in the GameBench Desktop app, we've actually now detected the device and it's pulling out the list of applications. So from here, all I have to do is select the Fortnite application and hit record. There we go. And now you can see we've started a profile Fortnite. So because I'm such a big Fortnite fan, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to finish this session here, record it for about 15-20 minutes. We'll see how far I get. And then what we're going to do is we're going to post all of the performance metrics down into the description. Well everyone, that's our video for testing Fortnite on Android using GameBench. Hope you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments down below if there's any other game that you would like to see GameBench test. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.